Today I'm going to show you how to stencil. You will need a flat foam brush or a flat bristle brush. For this project, I'll be using a flat foam. We'll be using these brushes to apply the paint while we're stenciling. Prep your stencil. Use painter's tape to cover any part of the stencil you don't want to use on the stencil. Place painter's tape around the perimeter of the stencil. Be sure your stencil stays the same orientation for each corner. Make an arrow pointing up so you know which way to orientate the stencil. Use your arrow to place your stencil in the correct position. Use the tape to secure the stencil to your item. Lightly tap the sponge or brush into the paint on the lid, or pour a little paint on a paper plate. Be sure you don't have too much paint on your stencil. Offload the paint onto the paper plate or a piece of scrap wood by tapping it lightly. We need the sponge to have a very small amount of paint on it. Tap the paint onto the area you wish to stencil with a very light hand. If you push too hard, the paint will go under the stencil, making a big mess and a big disappointment. Tap lightly until the area is filled in. For this, you need patience. Pull the stencil off, starting with the side closest to the edge. That way you will not make a mess. You will be pulling the stencil off while the paint is still wet. Make sure the other stenciled areas are dry before starting another stencil. Again, we're offloading the majority of our paint onto a piece of scrap wood, and here we go with the tapping. You'll probably tap over 100 times to get one little area stenciled. It takes patience, like I said earlier. If you make a mistake, use a little paint to touch it up. Now, as you can see here, I'm just touching up some areas that did bleed through under the stencil. Sometimes it happens and you just have to touch it up a little, but it's no big deal. Use a blow dryer set on low to make the chalk paint dry quicker. And here we have it, the finished product. I was working on drawers of a dresser, and that dresser has since sold. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching. I need you to make sure and do me a couple favors. First, I work really hard on my videos, and it would be very nice of you to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you enjoyed this type of content. Also, please hit the thumbs up button to help the YouTube algorithm push my videos out to others who will enjoy this type of content as well. You guys have a wonderful, fantastic day. I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Love you, bye, and peace out.